fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And he stopped immediately there. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Burrow going to get this into the hands of Mixon, his running back. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 41-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Another good carry there for the NFL's second leading rusher. And we've talked on air, off air about his MVP candidacy. Make a case for him.
Well, I'm just going to tell you point blank. It doesn't matter whether he's 1st or 2nd or even 3rd in the league in rushing yardage. That's not the main deal. It's how he gets those yards and the impact he has on his ball club.
The 29-yard line.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Mixon with a first down carry. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Burrow now off the bootleg. Out to his left. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Jesse James, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive.
Kick is
and he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals.
The score, Bengals 7, Steelers.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The run, here's Anthony McFarland, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down.
It's a pickup.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
That is.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Solomon Thomas, they love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Marlon Mack. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10.
And the Steeler first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Locke. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Complete.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
A gain of 26 yards. First down, Steelers.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 43. Here's Marlon Mack. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
The ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A 6-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 4.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Locke working out of the gun. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And 8 yards.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked into the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all.
He was brought down.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Shotgun snap to Locke. Open man, Butler complete.
Locke's pass.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Throwing his Locke on 3rd down. He completes this one to Mack. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4.
4 yards.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Chris Boswell on for the field goal. A 48-yard attempt.
And Boswell's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
And it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, Locke. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Boswell's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Joe Mixon. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
The ball carrier.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 3rd down, Locke. He's got his man. It's Butler. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
And the Steeler 1st down.
They run the draw play with Mack. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Mack, the ball carrier.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
From midfield, here's Locke. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. To throw it is Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think can absorb that contact.
We call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Burrow. Over the middle, complete. That's James. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Well, he made that catch knowing full well that at the end of it, he's going to catch a pretty good lick.
I guess if there's anyone on this team that can absorb a pop, it's him. From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. He probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And that is incomplete.
Has been a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
At the 20-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Big gap.
They'll run here with Mixon. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. On 1st down, Mixon. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
Made the tackle.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 28-yard line.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. And looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
The ball carrier.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
3rd down.
The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. A 3rd field goal in the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. They'll toss this right side to Mack. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. And this one is right down Broadway. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
15 seconds, all that remains for this first half as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off at the 30. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
3rd and 2. Lock's going to throw. Flush to his right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Logan Wilson able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it will be 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7-0 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
The ball carrier.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 4.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And he's got this down to the 35. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
1st and 10 at the 35.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On 1st down, it's Brock. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
4 yards.
11 more on that one, and another 1st down. Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football. His movement and deception can help the running game as well.
And down inside the 15 he goes. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Back to Mixon on 1st down. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Switch, switch, switch.
On 3rd down, Brock, and he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. So now the Bengals offense will stay out there as they'll decide to go for 2. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Rolling to his left. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
For this life, I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back in my feet and get right.
Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. And that one off the mark. A little late with a throw. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Number 28, Joe.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
Burrow going to get this out to Boyd on the perimeter. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 35.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter.
I'm coming!
So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Again to the fullback. This is Watt. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Here's Locke being chased out left. Oh, no, he lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. It's a foot race. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown.
Randy Bullock lining up for the point after.
This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Bullock good on the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Taken in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. But now here's a deep shot that's complete. Down the numbers. There he goes. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Touchdown.
Davante Adams with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers have now made this a 1-score game. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now. They're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. Boswell good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Chris Boswell to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
9-yard line.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
10 yards there on a Bengal first.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Incomplete.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
40-yard line.
Again, it's Burrow. Pass incomplete.
Burrow's pass thrown away and incomplete.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And Burrow going to throw again. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on 1st down. Mixon, he'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. But it's going to be second down.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Buying time to his left. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Hakeem Butler there, but it'll be 2nd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Geno Atkins in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Covered by Trey Waynes.
To throw his lock. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved a first pick of the game there, but at least it does get him to 4th down.
It's now.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
This is Butler making the catch. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Today's final score.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Bengals, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Baltimore Ravens next week. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, the loss might knock them out of playoff contention as they drop to 6-8. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.